putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Tons to be thankful for. God bless beyond belief is what I am. And I'm sure you feel much the same. See, conservatives, we're not cup half empty type people. We're cup is always half full, minimal, and there's more. I can fill it up anytime I want. I don't worry about the cup. I got plenty of juice. Anyway, glad you guys are with me. KJRadio.com. Talking about Thanksgiving. This will be undoubtedly the best one you've experienced in modern times. I mean, I think back on the Bush years. I was arguing with some leftist. He was talking to me about George Bush. I said, look, if you want me to go back and rerun the clock, I'll be happy to bash Bush. He's a waste of space. Terrible president. Better than Obama. But still, what bar is that? That's like jumping over a 2-inch bar. So, if you want me to bash Bush, will that make you feel better? I'm happy to. See, I want the best for this country. And we didn't have it with Bush, and we doggone Skippy didn't have it with Obama. But now we got something to be thankful for. A billionaire who matters, who cares. I was looking at a chart, and they said Donald Trump was worth $4.5 billion when he started the presidency. He's worth $3.5 billion now. Remember me telling you the left were laughing at him for having $1 billion less net worth. And I said to myself, that shows you all you need to know about the left and the Constitution. They don't get it. The founding fathers wrote it in to where you sacrificed to serve government. Not the other way around. Barack Obama came into government being worth somewhere between $3 to $4 million. He left. He's worth well over $60 million in one book deal. The guy gets $400,000 a speech now. You think who fared better? The Clintons came into office. They had zero wealth. They left with $100 million. Yeah, by the time Hillary Clinton left the Secretary of State, the Clintons were worth over $100 million. They've enriched themselves. Let me tell you what I'm thankful for, folks. I'm thankful we don't have a President Hillary Clinton. Think about how many Thanksgivings happened during the era of Obama where you went around family and you bit your tongue. Remember Thanksgiving of 2008? And see, we knew John the Traitor McCain would lose to the black ingenue, baby black Jesus, and we took our medicine. Some of you might have even thought things would improve under the Obama regime. You wanted to believe. Am I right? Look, I didn't vote for Obama. I knew he was a heel. I knew he was a scam artist. But there are some of you listening to this program who voted for Obama. You can admit it. It's okay. But things didn't improve. So by Thanksgiving of 2009, Obama had a year under his belt, and America sucked. Some Americans didn't get turkeys that year. Horrible year. Financially, layoffs. Obama lost in his first year 4 million jobs. Just to put it in perspective. So a lot of leftists who voted for him were served a heap and helping a crow. But they decided he needed more time. Y'all remember? He needs more time. And the joke was, yeah, let's give him 5 to 10. 4 million jobs lost his first year. So what? That moron added over $1 trillion to the national debt. America had its first half-black president. Celebrate it. So at Thanksgiving, you were told, he's still good. Shut up. You better be quiet over there. I'll kick your butt, man. Thanksgiving 2010 should have been grand for us. Am I right or am I wrong? Obama dared us. You remember when he said, well, that's what elections are for? When he got challenged on his policy positions. And we obliged. We whooped his bony butt. And Obama's only show of humility that I've seen, he said, well, I got a shellacking. They did. They showed me. But instead of getting the message, he doubled down against the American people. He decided to ignore the lesson of the election, and then he started circumventing Congress. Obama led with executive orders. That's what he decided. Oh, well, I can't get something done. I'll issue an EO. But Thanksgiving 2010 should have been one where you said to your family, I told you so, suckers. But again, conservatives kept their mouths shut for the sake of family unity. We don't want to be a disturbance. And you'll hear people say all the time, families will go, now, let's not talk politics during dinner or whatever. What they're telling you is don't talk logic, conservative stuff. Whether it's sports, you're watching a football team and they kneel. Don't talk politics. No, let them kneel. Don't say a word. Let them hold their fist in the air. Don't say a word. Well, guess who wins when you don't say anything? Anyway, 2012 Thanksgiving was like a man getting kicked in his naughty bits without a cup. Obama had cheated and they won. 4 more years of that cocky, crap-eating grin that we had to endure from that clown. And this might have been the worst Thanksgiving ever for conservatives who believe we had rid ourselves of the cancer of Obama. We knew he was going to lose and Romney would be president, but God saw it in his wisdom. He was like, you don't want Romney as president. He's a weak-kneed rhino sissy. And if you don't know it, I know it. Not to mention, the guy who's in there, he's horrible. Now, if I give him another 4 years, it'll be even worse. So the good Lord said, not let him win. He didn't let Romney win. He left that cancer in place in America. Anyway, we would get another chance for an amazing Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving of 2014. Another opportunity, however, missed to get back at the Obama bots. A second midterm election where the people spoke. We bolstered our seats in the House and we maintained the Senate. Obama was now essentially a lame duck president, and we were gearing towards 2016. Do I really need to go into what happened in 2016? Because we've effectively come full circle to where I started. Why this will be the best Thanksgiving you've had. Against all odds, Donald Trump, the billionaire mogul, builder of large luxury buildings and resorts, against all odds won in the most crooked election in American history, where the Democrats pulled out all their tricks. Donald Trump defeated the axis of evil. The DNC, the Clinton campaign, the Obama administration, and the media industrial complex. And now we find ourselves in the first official Thanksgiving of Donald Trump as president. And since the left thinks Trump's election is the end of the world, then you need to party like it's that way. Party like there's no tomorrow. And look, I get it. People, Kevin, we just use Thanksgiving to get along. Let me tell you what Thanksgiving used to be in my family. We get together. Nobody really talked politics, but this is years ago. We would get together as a family. Everybody brings something. We put on the football game. We'd watch the Cowboys play Detroit. Now, forget the other game, the Packers, I believe. The Cowboys played Detroit and the Packers played somebody. If I'm not mistaken, maybe it was Chicago. Those are the two games, the rivalries. I don't know why, because it could have been the Cowboys and Washington Redskins at the time or whatever. But that's what they did. And we'd cook, and then we'd go play in a turkey bowl ourselves. All the family members, men and women, we go play the turkey bowl. Fun game amongst family. So that's what we did. Now, if you're going to watch football, which I'm not, you got all the politics of that. And as I mentioned earlier, by you saying nothing, by you allowing, like, for example, if I ask the question of one of my family members, so, hey, Chuck, you get that, you working yet? Yeah, Kev got a job. Hey, boy, glad Trump's president because you didn't have one last year, did you? Oh, that's controversial, Kevin. I can't do that. All right, whatever. What would you say to your friends and relatives if you only had one day to live and politically you wanted to say something? What would you do? Would you just keep your mouth shut? Make this the best Thanksgiving ever, folks. Then do the same for the next 7 Trump presidency Thanksgivings that are coming, God willing. Don't let these people, these relatives of yours who rubbed it in your face when Obama was elected, you don't get to do the same. You make sure you get yours as well. That's what I say.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.